Good morning, everybody. We're back to the Mono Black Cabal Coffers deck today. I made a couple changes. One, I went ahead and got a... This is how you know I believe in a deck. I went and got a bunch of old borders, alternate art borders. Alternate art Invoke Despair apparently exists. And it's creepier than the original art. So the big changes here, I went ahead and cut the Turok from the main deck, which I thought was fine. Like, there were actually, like, a lot of times I was gonna, like, I would Profane Tutor for it. But, I did end up feeling like I wanted a second big threat, in the deck. We played a league, like, with two Archons before. We played a league with just one Archon. I wasn't in love with just one big threat. And we kept talking about, people kept, the other day going, just, play Griselbrand in the deck, and I was like, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. But then I'm just thinking, well, I mean, if we could actually cast 8 drops in the deck, which this deck can, why not play Griselbrand? You know, of course you could Profane Tutor for either of these, which is kind of like why you do the split, but I don't know which is better, Archon or Griselbrand. Archon kills Teferi Time Raveler, Murktide Regent on ETB, both feel very important to do. Griselbrand pretty weak against both Murktide and Teferi Time Raveler. Griselbrand doesn't die to Unholy Heat, though. Griselbrand is also, like, way better against Solitude. So I don't know. But we're gonna find out, I think. I think that a 1-1 split actually looks pretty good to me. You could maybe... I do think that there is some merit to playing a Karn Liberated over one of these. Master, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate you. Since, with Cabal Coffers Urborg, you can Karn Liberated when you have 5 lands. But you have to wait till you have 6 lands for these, usually. Which, you usually hit all your land drops with 24 lands, 4 maps, and the Profane Tutors. And then I did go ahead and add the Walking Ballista to the sideboard over the Wishclaw Talisman. Definitely a card, you know, the more and more we talk about it, the more I think it does deserve the Karn sideboard slot. I was hesitant because I didn't think you really needed it when you had Bridge Torpor Orb to win the game, with the card, but there were, like, enough times that I was like, I wished I had a Ballista, to grab, that it is worth playing, I think, over the Talisman. I consider cutting the Bolas the Citadel, but the Citadel has been, like, just so, like, it's just been the best card against control. And, it's been really good against 4-color Omnath, too, so I think you want to keep it. I think we keep this on the play against an unknown opponent. Obviously, if these pushes are bad, we'd probably lose. We're gonna turn it to Mono Black Tron for version 2. I mean, this is basically Mono Black Tron. I mean, you know, it is. This deck is very Tron similar, but you get to have your curve a bit lower. You get to play, like, you know, efficient, cheap interaction, which are both pretty nice. And, like, you're also way more resilient to, like, hate too, because you can just hardcast your spells if your opponent takes a turn off to Blood Moon. I know that Tron technically can do that too, but it's way easier to cast 4 and 5 drops than 6, 7, and 8 drops. Alright, see what we are up against. Well, fuck. Not only is this hand, like, super Inquisition proof, but, yeah, this is just classic, double Fatal Push hand. We can, Profane Tutor can grab us a Karn for turn 4. Let's just get me 8 more on the... Sorry, not the draw. Yeah, just like immediate mold to 5. Okay, that's kind of the best draw. They drew another card in the Great Creator, though. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Coughing a lot. The coffee went down the wrong pipe. I'm gonna concede. What a start, huh? Thankfully, we do have the ability to cut the Voidwalker, or cut the Fatal Pushes and the Damnations for Voidwalker and Turok. And then we can choose to main deck 1 Needle over 1 Thirst, and then my plan was just to main deck 1 Thirst. Make sure I want to keep doing that, and I think that is the case. Yeah. Yeah, 2 pushes should be able to kill a card in the Great Creator. Maybe you would overroute not playing Saga to the space, or do you think it's too anti-synergistic with the reanimate plan? There's no reanimate plan. We're just hardcasting these. But yeah, Urza Saga is really unsynergistic with Cabal Coffers, where Urza, like, you need every land to stay in play to start making a lot of mana with Cabal Coffers. You can't afford to play any lands that get sacrificed after 2 turns. And also, it's my opinion that Urza Saga is not great unless you have, like, a lot of artifacts are a really synergistic piece you're tutoring for like Amulet or okay, keep this, like Amulet or Hammer. And Expedition Map is good to tutor this deck, but the fact that you just go down a land is too bad. It's way too bad. Yeah, we're just hard casting these. Okay, they got Natty Tron. They also have a Ugins that can maybe Voidwalker. I guess I'm probably not. Oh, I guess what's nice about them being on Ugin here is that they can't cast them until turn 4. Maybe I'll draw Thoughtseize and get to cast my own Ugin here. Ted, she with the 5 months. Appreciate you. Is this deck better on our old opponent's no profusion list? Just better. I've liked this list better. Trellon also, the opponent's list has come in and said that he likes my version a lot. Obviously, like I think no profusion is completely unplayable. If I'm going to be honest. Is this a Ballista? 3/3 Ballista. I would not put that card in my deck. 3/3 Ballista. Could kill my Voidwalker if they so desire, and they do seem to so desire. And I think we're gonna be starting off with a pretty fast loss. We do have some draws here. Does that count as a draw? I mean, I boarded in the Needle. I boarded in the Needle. I shouldn't be being punished here. Let's move on. Your column to 15 months. Appreciate you. This is a probably bad hand. I think if I had either Urborg or Cabal Coffers, I'd keep with the Profane Tutor, but I think it's just better to take the mulligan. We can keep this one, put back the Archons, maybe just a good Castle Locthwain hand with 3 1-mana interactive spells. Playing against a Mardu Shadow deck. Definitely we're going to want to take the Ragavan here. The rest of their hand pretty stranded. It's definitely nice that this deck is like super good against cards like Prismatic Ending. I take that Seasoned Pyromancer now. And then I guess I'll play the Urborg. Cycles a Street Wraith. So they can play a Death Shadow this turn if they so desire. But Reanimation Package, Persist Grave Archon, see my red deck. Yeah, I've tried it. I've tried it. It is fine. I didn't like, but what the problem with this deck is like, I think this deck's very good game 1, but because you're mono black, you have no answers to like Rest in Peace, Leyline of the Void. Like you're just like completely cold to those cards. Well, I guess that's not true. If you could, there are some black enchantment answers, but none of them are very good either. Like the black enchantment answers are all a little underpowered. So that's kind of my issue with that version. And like this version has also felt really powerful, and like this version is also better at using the mana engine too. Feed the Swarm, yeah, it's like I'm not that interested in like having to play Feed the Swarm or splashing a color necessarily. I got a hat redemption for Harry. Do you have a hat preference, or do you want me to choose? Okay, so I'm probably getting Cabal Coffers next turn. We've got, you know, some card advantage with the Cling to Dust and Castle. Dealer's choice on hat. Okay, I feel like I've been doing the groovy hat a lot. I did the remnants of the big hat yesterday. Put it there. All right, so we got a lot of mana. I think I'm supposed to cling and not castle. Maybe I should just cling the Seasoned Pyromancer, actually. Not sure. I think I cast the Inquisition so I can Castle Locthwain. Take the Temur Battle Rage, and I think I'll Castle End of Turn to play around a top deck discard spell. Yeah, Invoke Despair removes enchantments, but like we were taking a look at the mono black Reanimator version. Like I don't know how you fit Invoke Despair into this. You could, but that's like that may be an answer for your mono black list. Is like Invoke Despair is going to be the solution to your problems. Okay, opponent is continuing to forget about Obosh, which is nice. So now I have a Thoughtseize for the Obosh. And now I've also got some Despair to invoke. Oh, this just kills them. This just kills them. Opponent reading the card, and they are just dead. Okay. If we're not a matchup where we want to sideboard too heavily, is there room for Sign and Blood or is Profane Tutor taking the spot? I think Profane Tutor's taking the spot. Tutor's really important for Cabal Coffers or Urborg. And then also, of course, like, if you have Cabal Coffers or Urborg, it gets you something bigger. Oh, he's not playing Obosh. I thought I saw a companion. Was it Giganta? Or am I just imagining things? Well, I guess we'll see for game 3. Yeah, I thought I saw a companion. Any chance Jeskai Ice has life? Maybe, but like I will say that Lurrus was like the main reason to play like a thing in the ice control deck, and now that's gone. I think I'll just submit again. Why the 1/1 split bugs up creatures and not 2 Archons or something? It's like a little bit of a combination of me trying to figure out which is better, and it's also true like with Profane Tutor, like the ability to tutor one or the other, I do feel like is pretty relevant. I think I put back Swamp. I'm not sure. I think I'll draw. It's fine. Any chance for Jeskai Hinata? I don't think that Hinata is like can possibly be a viable deck in Modern just by the nature of being a 4-mana fragile creature that you need to either untap with or have like 2 extra mana the turn you cast it, and it's like it's like one inconsistent to try to like just have your whole game plan revolve around a 4-mana creature, and then like step 2, of course, having it live. I mean, I have Thirst for the Shadow. The problem is, like, I mean, this Kaya's Guile is also just so weak against me. I think I just take the Shadow and save the Thirst for a different creature. What about 1 Phyrexian Obliterator? You could put an Obliterator in the deck. I think that Obliterator is really bad. Maybe if the metagame was literally all Unholy Heats, but it is not. No, the dash. Oh no, my I would have also liked to draw the Expedition map. Did you two 1-mana creatures? At least we've got the Thirst for the Channeler. Granting ending is hard to get Obliterator. Phyrexian Obliterator is not a modern playable card. I'm sorry, chat. It's just not. It's a 4-mana 5/5 unblockable, which is like not that good. Ooh boy, good draw. Although we could play 1 copy of Arena in this deck. You could play Arena, which is a land that doesn't tap for mana, but it taps for mana with Urborg. And then you could Expedition Map for it. And then you could use Arena to make your opponent fight Phyrexian Obliterator. Which does sound pretty freaking fun, huh? Yeah, it's a little lost to the sauce. I'm not gonna do it. I don't think it would be good. Oh yeah, well hold on. Well maybe I'll do it. But yeah, it's a little lost to the sauce. Alright. A little lost to the sauce, he says, as he draws Griselbrand. I think we're having Ensnaring Bridge. Ooh, I could get map. I could get, there's a map exiled to the Ragavan. So I go map for Urborg next turn. Then the turn after I have 6 lands, and then this is 2. I get to cast the Griselbrand, right? 6 lands, 2. So yep. Is Griselbrand in 2 turns gonna be enough? I kind of think it will be, especially because they're gonna attack my Karn. And we also came here to hardcast Griselbrand, you know. That's what we came here to do. They top like a Shadow or a Ranger Captain are kind of toast, but. Ugh. But they have Guile? Alright. Right. Alpine Moon. On Cabal Coffers. Alright, let's see. I'll do this main phase because we can draw Thirst. Okay, drew a push. What about one of Torment of Hailfire? Torment of Hailfire is worse than like every other card. That card like is so low impact, it's crazy. Like you really have to spend like 15 mana on it for it to be good. I don't know. I mean that's like hyperbolic, but it's just so low impact, it's wild. I mean, we're only 3 lands, or 2 lands away from hardcast Griselbrand. Yeah, but they do have that Kai's Guile. I don't know why I thought they couldn't kill Griselbrand with it. Alright. Return Shadow. Yeah. Alright. Damnation up the top. No, but a Fatal Push works. Would I want to draw now? I think not. I guess not, because I can't kill the Ranger Captain. I would maybe cast an Inquisition, but if I draw Inquisition, there's kind of like no rush on it. Another Ragavan off the top. I guess we'll see if we draw another push. We go to 1 if we take this hit. Not drawing another push, taking 5 down to 1, and probably going to game 3. Would have emptied the pits. I kind of considered it, to be honest. I don't think it would be correct to play though. All right, so Karn for Ensnaring Bridge, I guess is what we're looking for. 1 mana short of the Archon. All right, game 3. We would have the mana, obviously, if they didn't Alpine Moon me or whatever. Maybe Turok's okay. They are playing, you know, Ranger Captain. I think I'll play the Turoks over like 2 Thoughtseizes. Thoughtseizes don't seem that good. Yeah, empty the pits will be really awesome. I don't think it would be good though. Maybe if the token's entered untapped. Okay, I like this hand well enough. Does Urborg not do it since it made all the other things swamps too? So Cabal Coffers like 6 mana apiece, or am I missing something? Wait, does Alpine Moon not affect Cabal Coffers? No, Alpine Moon does. It turns off all the abilities. It just gives it the new ability. Yeah. I was just like trying to like, yeah. It was just I don't know. I knew there was an Alpine Moon in play. I was just trying to like double check. No, Alpine Moon does stop mana abilities. It just right? Alpine Moon does stop mana abilities. Someone double check for me, I guess. It does stop coffers. Okay, cool. Yeah, it should stop Urborg too, but I'm not actually sure that it does because of stupid layers. Because of stupid layers. Okay, we have 6 mana next turn. I'll probably just tutor for Invoke Despair here. Oh boy. Oh, so we're only at 5 mana this turn, sorry. So learning my math. We do have, next turn, millions of mana. We have 5, then down to 2, up another 5, up to, oh no. I have 9 mana next turn. Oh, I guess I have Takenuma. I have Takenuma. Yeah, Takenuma's been kind of an all-star. Okay, I guess that makes things easier. Because I didn't want to Takenuma on my turn and just let them Thoughtseize again. But now that I drew push, I can Takenuma on their instep. Is there any command to learn what's changed in the deck list? I mean, no. But it's just like 2 or 3 cards. We added a Griselbrand over the main deck Turok. We added a Ballista over the Wishclaw Talisman. I think that's it. Okay, so now my opponent's gonna upkeep, sack Ranger Captain, I think. So maybe I'll mill over Griselbrand or Archon. Daniel, thank you for 3 months. Alright, the stream title is officially no longer clickbait. No longer clickbait. So I can only cast creatures here. If I draw 7, I go down to... Yeah, I think I'm just passing. I am dead to Temur Battle Rage, so I kind of have to block. Alright. Maybe I'll just dig for a Fatal Push. Okay, I didn't find one. I have to... Okay, there we go. I was dead if I didn't find it. We had 14 looks. Alright, well, I got 17 cards in my hand. Are any of them Cabal Coffers? No. Map for Cabal Coffers, though, has got to be mana positive. So let's do that. And then... I think I just Liliana the last card out of their hand first. Put a Wurmcoil Engine into play. Cling to dust to gain 3 life. Opponent packs it in. Is this BM? Did I miss lethal? Did I? What was it? Oh, I guess I could have ballisted them down. Who cares? Because like if Haggle was just like an instant and not an adventure, I would be pretty down. Isn't Reveler a shit ox? How dare you say that? I mean, like it's way more castable from hand. Well, I should have put Inquisition on one, obviously. They don't have a. I'm just gonna take the Chandra. They don't have a. Fetch land for Ren, and I could also take the Ren next turn, maybe. In this version, Fable the Mirror Breaker is pretty interesting. I kind of think you're playing too many spot removal spells. I feel like I'd be on like 6 Lightning Bolt / Heat / Push, and I do think Heat and Bolt are probably the best here. Yeah, I think I would be on like -2 Bolt, or sorry, maybe -1 Bolt, 1 Heat, +1 Ragavan, +1 Ragavan. Oh, and you need to play Unburial Rites. Unburial Rites is not negotiable. It is 100% mandatory for the archetype, in my experience. Like you just have to have one to tutor for. Yeah, I think I'll take Bolt Ren 6 now. Obviously, we need to draw some gas. That's okay. As far as the sideboard goes, I like the looks of it. Yeah, you need to you splash one white fetch land. Ragavan also flashes it back. It'll be fine. So 1 white shock land, probably over the swamp. Just play a Godless Shrine. I like the look of the sideboard for the most part beyond that. You could try to play Wear Tear on the sideboard, though, over, like, some of the Furies if you wanted to. Well, that was bad. Pawn's matchup is probably not great. And I think Fable is interesting. I don't know how good it is, but I do think it's interesting and worth trying. Where did my lands go? Even with the post-ban mana seems wide open. Yeah, like specifically playing like with the black mid-range decks has been a treat so far. These Thoughtseizes are also super dead. You're all 4 Thoughtseizes, but they're flooding out. Could be a classic mana screw versus mana flood situation. We'll see what happens. Salvaging seems good at Black Red for Reanimator. I don't know, maybe. I don't think it's a very good discard enabler for Reanimator specifically. I like salvaging as a enabler for Phoenix and Demi-Lich because like just starting your turn with a 0 mana spell is actually incredibly valuable. Okay, Cabal Coffers does let me invoke Despair. Oh wow. They do get to sacrifice a Utopia Sprawl. But I get to draw 2 cards and make them lose 4. We just rattled off 3 lands in a row. We are a 24 land deck at least. Another land. Liliana can get these Thoughtseizes out of my hand maybe so that I can start Castle Locthwaining down the line. I'll cast one of the Thoughtseizes, I guess. Oh, 2 Lightning Bolts. Okay. Well, I'll just play the Liliana now. I don't think I want to Thoughtseize and just have them cast it, but they were just F6'd. So I think it may be a little tilted with their draws being bad. Just natural draw Cabal Coffers Urborg. Remember we had no lands in play just a second ago? What happened here? What happened here? I thought for sure we just had no lands in play. I think I'm gonna board in a Wurmcoil over an Archon here. Do you not think Neonate is mandatory in Reanimator? I don't think it's mandatory, no. I think it's an option. What I liked about Neonate in the Grixis Ninja Reanimator deck is that like the 1/1 Menace was actually good with Kaito and Moon Circuit Hacker, but that's not a dynamic that you have in just like regular black red. It's like it's a lot like that card is like really bad when you don't draw Archon and you don't naturally draw Archon as often as you would want to make that card playable. Okay. Definitely gonna just get another swamp here because of Blood Moon. Pillage, Chandra Baloth. Alright, so they got 3/4 drops and only 2 lands. Thank you, Fatal Pushes. It's true that my Liliana +1s are gonna be a little worse. A little worse, huh? I don't see much point in casting this Thoughtseize now. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I'll wait a turn. Oh, I should probably play the Cabal Coffers because if I drew Urborg, then I get to Invoke Despair. Ooh, Klothys. Okay, Klothys lets them cast a 4-drop. But Karn is my own 4-drop, and I can get a Coating to try to kill their forest. Go for blood. I kind of like that. We know that they're 3 cards. We know none of them can answer the Karn right now. How I chest around with Hitjutsu consumes. Yeah, we've played a few HCA decks. I think that there's some cool Grixis control variants that like Fran was working on that I just don't know how I feel about main deck HCA at the moment. That's kind of like my concern, but it definitely does feel like something we'll return to. Okay. Oh boy, we drew an Urborg. That is amazing for us. Can I have 7 mana. Wow, I actually get to Invoke Despair too. Oh no, I messed this up so bad. Wait, they sacrificed the Klothys? I can't believe it. Sorry, I was obviously supposed to kill this first, so they had so they had to sack the Klothys, but then they just sacked the Klothys anyways. Yeah, I gotta pay my actors more. We're playing against Jiggy Wiggy, who is a known Underworld Breach specialist. Yeah, not the cleanest match of Magic, but we're 2-1, huh? Mono Black is carrying us. No, yeah, known reality chip enjoyer. I'll Adrin, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate ya. Appreciate the content lessons. Long live Clothis. Long live Clothis to you too. I don't think Jiggy usually main decks counter magic. I'm trying to think. Sorry. I think I'll just main deck push in case he is today. I don't actually know. Not cracking the bauble, so I guess we're going to see a Emery get cast this turn. So we would really like to draw land to Edict the Emery, I guess. Is the reality chip a creature in the graveyard? It is, yeah. Okay. Thoughtseize. Land would be so important here. Oh, we're also a Karn deck. Karn is probably pretty good in this matchup, huh? Alright, did not draw the land for Liliana, unfortunately. Just gonna grab the Urborg. Thoughtseize my opponent. They're gonna get a card off the Emery, but it's also like a big problem, of course, that I guess we take the breach. It's also a big problem that if they draw land, they're gonna be able to Saga, and I can't I'm not gonna be able to kill the Emery with the Edict anymore. Maybe I could just draw land and Karn. They do another Saga as their land. Then they get to play a Bauble. Ooh, Moonstare is actually an incredible draw. Holy crap. I guess I'm going for the Edict. Not super thrilled with missing my lands here. Opponent is going to prioritize keeping their Emery, which is fine. I've been asked to commentate on any tournaments. I have. I don't think it's something I'd necessarily be bad at, but it's not something I'd really enjoy, I think. Where I really enjoy engaging with chat. I enjoy like the more casual environment, and just like being like 100% professional the whole time, and you know, sometimes also when you're commentating, you can't always call it like you see it. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know, sometimes I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. She gotta be, you know, nice the whole time. Okay, this is not bad. So we can Bloodchief Thirst the token, and then play Karn, and then they can make a token in response. It'll be a 4/4/5/5 off the Saga, 6/6. But I can kill the Mishra's Bauble, and their token will be a 5/5. I guess that's kind of too... That's not that good, though. So yeah, let me just Invoke Despair this turn, which will kill one of their 2 creatures, their Saga, one of their 2 Sagas, to draw me a card. Bad Rocker, thank you for 7 months, appreciate ya. At 9, thank you for Twitch Prime, appreciate ya as well. Sacks the Emery, just going on the Construct beatdown plan. Sacks a Saga. So now, the Fatal Push is a phenomenal draw, just letting me answer 2 of these tokens now. Hopefully it's enough. I have 5 mana for next turn, so a land would be great. Oh, Pithing Needle. Oh, I'm taking 7, right? Or 14? 14? Needle's Karn the Great Creator. Good read, good read. Has other things to play. This can't be good for me. Iteration looking for a Bauble to grow the constructs further. Yeah, Damnation is easy mode. They did find the Bauble. Holy crap. That's the 3rd Bauble in the deck too. So it was pretty unlucky for me. We've still got draws, push Bloodchief's Thirst. All get the job done. This is none of those cards. How much mana do I have? 7. So I have enough to Cling to Dust into Bloodchief's Thirst or push, or I lose. Yeah, I think we stumbled for just a bit too. Oh no, I targeted the... I can't believe this. Why am I playing so bad this week? It's so frustrating. I can't believe I targeted the Emery. I don't understand. I've made like more misclicks and misplays this week than I feel like I ever have. It's so embarrassing. The Karn, no, I can't Karn Bridge. There's a Pithing Needle on, there's a Pithing Needle on Karn. Okay, at least I feel a little bit better that everybody in chat's yelling for Karn. But boy, I'm also playing just not good this week, I think. Having an off week. I'm playing Voidwalker over Lily. Rookie team in 6 months, appreciate you. Where's the old frame? Yeah, I would really love an old frame Liliana. We cut the maps. No, we have 4 expedition map, the main. I mean, I think we keep this on 6 cards. This hand makes a ton of mana and makes it pretty, you know, relatively quick. Obviously, we need to draw like any top end, but I think I would probably mulligan this on 7 cards and 6 cards. I think it's a keep. I cast Citadel to 2 Profane Tutors. Yeah, Profane Tutor plus Citadel is definitely sick. I think I should Thoughtseize here. Well, not a very seizable hand, I guess. Good top deck. That's not a bad top deck either. I want to get the Urborg this turn so I can Cabal Coffers next turn. We need to draw like a Karn. That is actually all 4 Underworld Breaches gone. Funny enough, so no Underworld Breach comboing for my opponent, but they've got Urza Saga, they've got an Emry going. We've got to draw some stuff. We got to draw it fast. Did I get the second coffers? I bought them. They're not very expensive. They're like $1 or $2. If we consider single Bantu, seems like you need to wipe and have 3 mana very often. Bantu's is not playable in this deck. Just play the Damnation. It's like you can't, like when you're Profane Tutoring, okay, it's a great draw. When you're Profane Tutoring, Profane Tutor comes down on turn 4. That's your Damnation turn. And like the downside on Bantu's is huge. If I wanted to sweep on turn 3, I'd also just play Snow-Covered Swamps and play Dead of Winter, maybe. So this is going to make them sack their Saga, and then either sack the Emry or the Saga token, and we draw a card. Which they're probably going to sack the Saga token. Thought the 2 remaining Chalice for 2 Typhoon. Seems like people move from Cascade. If that's your read, then I think that's fine. I would still play like 3 or 4 Chalice in the 75 though. Alright, Journey to the Lands. If we need another top deck, I mean, at least we have the Castle Locthwain. Well, I think I'm gonna draw a card for 4 life here. They're not putting a lot of pressure on me. Alright, pretty good. Couldn't quite cast it there, but maybe that's for the best because of Metallic Rebuke. You type exclamation point card, and then you type the card. Probably no room for a Blast Zone. You could play a Blast Zone. I don't know that I think it's good, but you could play one. A Trellon plays one. I don't know if he's like giving his thoughts on like how mandatory it is. Ooh, extra Devotion for Thassa's Oracle. Means they're kind of a combo in the deck, huh? Yeah, I agree. The main reason to play the deck is all your sick basic swamps. So my opponent pauses here. They probably have Metallic Rebuke. Maybe not. Maybe just going to think about what they're popping. So I can't Wurmcoil and pay for Rebuke. Let's draw a card. Another land. Yeah, I think I like Bloodstone too. I don't like Bloodstone, but I have loved the red splash for HCA. Dude, HCA does seem freaking sick. Has 2 Urborg been enough? You have 4 Expedition Map and 3 Profane Tutors. I think that is enough to see Urborg. You could play a 3rd Urborg, but it is still a legendary land, and I don't think you need one with with 7 tutors for it. Okay, 1 game 2. I don't believe Karn stops the channel ability, no. Yeah, opponent definitely should have popped the bauble. Or I think they should have. I don't see why they wouldn't. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Kind of a close hand, though. I like this hand. It's kind of tough between putting back Damnation or Karn, but I think Karn is just too good at the matchup to put back. Read the sub months, appreciate you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does the Cabal Coffers control deck have legs? I think so. I'm currently... Oh, they named Liliana, which is a card that I cited out. I'm currently 3-2, 3-2, 4-1, and now 2-1. Just, pretty solid records overall. I don't think we, broke it or anything, but it's all felt pretty strong so far. Alright, feeling good about that. I think we suspend the tutor here. Oh, that's legendary creature for Amber, huh? Psy, Master Thopterist, Spreading Seas, Unholy Heats. They're pretty far away from Delirium. I guess if I take the Spreading Seas, they're not that far. So I'm probably gonna play the Cabal Coffers so I can grab Urborg next turn, unless I feel like I want to do something else. Obviously. I think I take the Spreading Seas so they can't Spreading Seas my coffers. It's kind of tough because they are now pretty close to Unholy Heating, killing my Karn. Okay, so they have Psy now with Heat up, but Heat only deals 2, Psy only does 1. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Urborg. I think I'm just gonna go Urborg, Karn, and then if I plus on the Mox Amber, they kill my Karn because they get Delirium. So I think I'm just supposed to plus. Karn turns off the Mox Amber anyways. So they hand his own Holy Heat, and now a new mystery card. They can't activate their Amber, Moon Snare, or Chip. Draws Urza Saga, which is, to be honest, got to be one of the best draws here. I think we might go for Bolas and Citadel, though, this turn. Oh, boy. I'm pretty sure it's correct. Or at least, at the very least, it's like, I'm gonna do it. And I do have to play a land first, so obviously we could brick off here if we just land on top, but they're just not doing a great job at... Oh, sorry, I should have... I need to make mana because I can hit, Profane Tutor and cast whatever I get off of it. Yeah, the Citadel's always correct, huh? Okay, another Karn. So now I can get a 1-1 Ballista, or I could get a Ratchet Bomb. Both of those seem fine. I don't know that I want to Thoughtseize here. I think I might just wait. I kind of like Ratchet Bomb. Oh, let me actually just Needle Urza Saga. That seems better. No, plussing on Amber gives my opponent Delirium to kill my Karn. Should this be a Saga deck? No. We've talked about this a bunch, but having a land that sacrifices itself is terrible in your Cabal Coffers deck, and then Urza Saga is also, not that synergistic. Getting Expedition Map, I guess, is good, but, Saga is not that strong a card unless you're playing a ton of artifacts, or you're getting, Colossus Hammer, Amulet of Vigor. Psy plus Heat kills Karn. I guess that's fair. I mean, at the very least, you know, I don't think that plussing on the Amber has that much value. Underworld Breach. What are we breaching here? The Ragavan? The Heat. Why breach the Heat? You could have just attacked, right? Don't have mana to do anything else. Alright, come on, Bolas' Citadel. Okay, so I can kicker this. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to play my land here. Because of Bolas' Citadel. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Just gonna invoke a healthy amount of despair, I suppose. Ooh, and there's a Griselbrand. Which I can now cast this turn. Amazing. Wayfarer's Bubble for ramp. You're not that interested. You ramp with Cabal Coffers Urborg, which Wayfarer's Bubble doesn't really help with, right? Okay, you go. Your turn. Alright. Got crushed by Tron round 1. Bounce it back. 3 and 1 now. This deck's been pretty freaking fun. Alright, gonna keep this. Is it Invoke Despair that makes the deck good? Kind of. Like, I feel like there was, like, a lack of, like, an effect like that. Like, I was looking at 4 and 5 mana value mono black cards. The quality of, like, good mono black threats in 4 and 5 is actually, like, bad. It's like, surprisingly low. But Invoke Despair, interacting with the board, drawing you cards, pressuring your opponent's life total is, like, kind of exactly what this deck needs. But it's also true that Cabal Coffers Urborg is very much an underexplored engine, in my opinion. I've been really impressed by it. GG's Jiggy Wiggy. Playing against Burn. Pretty sure I should take an Eidolon with the first one. I might not Thoughtseize the other Eidolon because I've got the push, but if they just draw another creature and I don't take a creature here, it's game's over. Definitely nice to have a mana base that's not super painful in this matchup. Yeah, so I think... I'm not sure, it's kind of close. Yeah, I just need to take the Eidolon, because if they just draw any other creature, I'm so freaking toast. I know that I'm leaving them with 9 points of burn. Well, I guess like Searing Blaze barely counts. Yeah, Searing Blaze doesn't really count, I guess. That's a good draw. I guess we grab a Wurmcoil. Wurmcoil's, I guess, a little awkward since it does turn on the Searing Blaze. You get, yeah, this is the first league of the day. We played all 4 matches on stream this morning. Yeah, probably not a Citadel game, huh? I would love for them to draw a creature. I wonder if I'm supposed to get Coating. Yeah, they also have the Skullcrack, which would be pretty good. Yeah, I know. You just can't play all the Karn targets you'd want because you need to be able to cut your removal spells for these cards. Yeah, I'm really hoping that this means that they kill the Karn. That would be like pretty ideal. You like Coating after second card? I think I like Coating first because like they're pretty likely to kill the Karn. Their head is Searing Blaze, Skullcrack, Mystery card. Let's see what we draw. That's a good draw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just cast the Coating first, and then if they kill my Karn in response, that's okay, because I have another Karn, and then they bolt me. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to 6. So now I Thoughtseize and take their Searing Blaze. And I played the second Karn. I grab the Wurmcoil, and then I can cast Wurmcoil next turn, and then keep blowing up their lands, and hope they don't just draw a runner burn spell, obviously. Alright, well, obviously, super classic burn situation. Comes down to them top decking a burn spell or not. They should fetch on their upkeep, probably, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. And they concede. Let's go! Oh, man. Okay, let's cut the Thoughtseizes for 2 Turok, 2 Voidwalker, I think. Maybe I don't play the Damnations. Damnation's kind of slow. What's nice about Voidwalker is if they ever draw Lightning Helix, all of a sudden like they have to kill the Voidwalker. I know it's like not a huge thing, but at the very least, I do want to get these Thoughtseizes out of the deck. Mire destroy the Air Mesa instead of the Sacred Foundry because of Searing Blaze. Well, destroying Sacred Foundry is better for Rift Bolts, and they had drawn no Rift Bolts. Rift Bolt and Skewer if they play Skewer, and they had drawn no Rift Bolts yet. Why should they fetch their upkeep? To thin their... Because, like, the game ends this turn, so fetching their upkeep enables landfall, and also thins their deck, which is relevant on that board, exactly. I guess we keep this. And on their upkeep, not my instep for landfall. Leaving 8 draws up. And, I mean, I think we leave the 8 drops in. They say they gain life, so... I can cast them right on time, too. Exactly when you want to. Alright. I'm not gonna play around. I think we could Inquisition to play around Eidolon, but I think I should just Thirst. What do you think about Liquimetal in the case? Fetch a case of Searing Blaze? We just talked about this, right? We just talked about this. I think it's better to kill the lands because you turn off Rift Bolt, Rift Bolt Skewer, which is just more cards. Like, they had already drawn a Searing Blaze, they hadn't drawn a Rift Bolt. They might not be playing Skewer, but if they were playing Skewer, turning it off was really important. Yeah, you're good, Graham. Good luck to you with the Rona. Is Voidwalker gonna race? I don't think so. Maybe? I get hit for... Maybe it is, actually. I get hit for 4 down to 6. Attack them down to 6. I get attacked for 4. No, it's not. Alright, so I guess I have to push. Oh, that's true. I could Invoke Despair if I played Coffers this turn. I drew Urborg. Definitely should have done that. Might be dead anyways. Yeah, Invoke killing both is pretty cool. They got the Boros Charm, so nothing we could have done this game, I think. Playing the Coffers doesn't give us the out. Okay, on the play for game 3. We probably win the game, or so we're in way better shape before on the play because we get to Inquisition the Eidolon and kill the Bloodchief Thirst the Guide. I mean, I've got a Cling to Dust. We've got the ability to assemble Urborg Cabal Coffers. We're on the play. Why do people say Burn's bad after lure spanning? It's a joke. It is a joke, yeah. The lure spanning was definitely net positive for Burn. Like, just like removing the access to a 3/2 life linker from all these decks. Yeah, the lure span was absolutely net positive for Burn. It's just kind of a bit of a meme at this point, to be honest. Yeah, the Black March, obviously good in the Burn matchup, huh? Skewer me. Or, sorry, Skewer, Lava Spike me. Another Expedition map on top. I'll just suspend the Profane Tutor, pass. Suspends Rift Bolts. Suspends Rift Bolts. Gets me down to 15. I'm going down to 9, effectively. It's not very high, huh? Removal spells to kill the Goblin Guide, and then Cling to Dust would obviously be exactly what we want here. I think I have to draw a card. Okay. Oh no, I should have mapped. Now I can't Cabal Coffers Urborg next turn. I guess it's fine. I might be getting a Turok next turn. Down to 7. The Boros Charm burn spell. We have an Inquisition on top. But I guess we're shuffling off the Profane Tutor. I mean, I also did the 3 1-mana burn spells. Okay, Rolling Vortex right before we get our... So I guess we're not casting Profane Tutor, or do we have to cast it? Do we have to cast it? You have to cast it, right? Alright, well. GG. Fell to 3 and 2. Good league, though. Good league. Gonna run it back. This deck's been an absolute blast to play. Goblin's question, she played in the new 9 Dicey lands. You should play the red one.